This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting. I'm at the boxing gym today, joined by coach Daley Perales. Daley, it's been a while since I last seen you in person. I know we did an interview on Zoom a few months ago. How you been?
Yeah, I've been great, working hard as usual.
Anything changed?
As in what regard?
Just life, boxing, anything at all? Or same old, ticking over?
Well, I'll be opening my own gym soon, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the name right there.
Trenches. Oh, that's a good name, actually. I like it.
So
On the T-shirt.
I always talk about working in the trenches, fighting in the trenches. The stuff that you can't teach in boxing, that heart, that grit, that desire, that dedication. So it'd be, trenches boxing, the home of the Daley effect. Yeah.
I remember interviewing you on Zoom after Deji's fight back in March after you lost to Wasabi, and that's when you were telling me you wanted to open up your own gym. Do you know where your gym is going to be? Have you got it all set up now?
Yeah, it'd be in SW. I ain't going to say exactly where, but nice part of SW.
Will you do like an opening day?
Yeah. I'll invite all you lot down.
Do you know when it is roughly?
Hoping, because I've already got it, but I've got to set everything up. So probably my birthday's in May.
Yeah.
That's hence the 1605.
Oh, and KSI 5 weeks in May as well. I'm very good to time home.
Me and my business partner, we're born on the same day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this has been like a dream for us and a long-term vision. Everything had to be right, no rushing, you know what I mean? And so hopefully we could do it on our birthday, you know what I mean?
What day is your birthday?
May the 16th.
May the 16th, okay. So KSI's fighting May 13th.
exactly.
That's perfect. I'll hang around in London. Let me do a few interviews at the gym. Is it bigger than this room here?
It's 2 floors.
Oh, 2 floors. So what's on each floor? 2 rings?
No. One ring, but downstairs will be like the change rooms and conditioning room. Conditioning room. So it's nice. It's going to be nice. Yeah.
And do you have any of these t-shirts in red coming out?
Every colour.
Okay, perfect.
Every colour.
That's exciting ahead. Anyway, we on to Kenny. He's fighting Ashley Raksu. Do you feel a lot of people are underestimating Kenny's opponent?
Oh, we're not
No,
underestimating.
you're not underestimating, but the public.
Yeah, probably the public because obviously of what happened to him before against like Anthony Taylor, But we never underestimate any opponent. Actually, this is a more important fight than fighting a Faye Sensei. Because when you fight someone experienced, you naturally are automatically focused, for those fights because, one slip up of lapse of concentration, you could get taken out because...
Especially in the heavier weights as well.
Yeah, and Sensei had 9-10 years of experience or whatever. These fights here bring a different kind of pressure. It's the kind of pressure we all know, like Kenny is fundamentally better than Ashley Raksu. But Ashley has the grit, desire, he got off the floor against Anthony Taylor, finished the fight, so he has all that. And as I said, if Kenny takes him lightly and is not focused, you give an opportunity to people like Ashley Raksu. So for me, these fights are more important than the so-called harder fights.
Certainly, I guess it's always more difficult when the public are underestimating you and you feel you got almost more to prove. But Jay Swingler's on the card. There's a few other bosses on the card that Kenny could fight. Obviously, Jay will be very, very improved. He's in the main event against Lick LMAO. They're talking over there in the ring. If Jay was to fight Kenny, how do you think they'd get along?
Well, I don't send any fighter in there to lose, so that's what will happen. We'd win. So, no matter what.
That's a bit of a posy question. Jake Paul, Tommy Fury happened on the weekend. I take it you did watch it. And what did you make of it?
Just went exactly how I thought it would go from 2 years ago when they were announcing the first time. I just thought it's not that I rate Tommy Fury. It's the fact that he's been around boxing longer. He knows the basic fundamentals. He's got ring intelligence. Knows how to set up his jab, knows how to set up his punches, knows how to move around the ring, manipulation, knows how to hold at the right times. Whereas Jake Paul hasn't been taught any of that. It's clear to see in his fight. For me, I'm baffled to after 5 years of fighting that he doesn't know how to set up his shots properly. So for me, if he wants to win the rematch, he needs to go back to the gym and work on the small details of boxing because that's what wins you fights. It's not throwing punches. It's not going to war. It's not street fighting. This is boxing. And that's what wins fights, the intelligence.
But for Jake, he's mentioned in the post-fight press conference, I remember, he mentioned the rematch. Do you think that is next for Jake, or do you think his team will advise him maybe take a few more fights before Tommy Fury rematch happens?
Well, they've got some thinking to do. They could go, you know what, let's leave Tommy for now and go straight for KSI, you know? So I don't know what their do is. All I know is he needs to go back in the gym and just sort that side of things out, and not all about being on the pads, throwing a lot of punches every round. He just needs to stay in one spot and drill, you know, fight scenarios and fight situations and work on that. And I think now Tommy Fury's been in there with Jake Paul as well, and he's got the win. Now the weight is lifted off his shoulders. You know, that pressure, 23 years of age. For the last 2 years, people saying, fight Jake Paul. You're scared to fight Jake Paul. Why aren't you fighting Jake Paul? His own family saying, we'll disown you. You got his brother, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. He weren't crying because he won against Jake Paul. He was crying because of the pressure that he was under for the last 2 years, and it all just come crashing out at that moment. That was his world title fight there. So I think next time, when the weight's off his shoulders, now the weight's off his shoulders, he'll put on an even more dominant performance. Jake Paul will have a chance if he goes back to the gym and does what I said he should do.
Hopefully we can see that in the future. But Daley, I'll let you go. You got a busy week ahead of you, a lot of media, which I know you absolutely love. But I'm happy for you about your gym. I'm sure I'll see you soon there. But thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks.